Hi, my name is Patrice Martin. I am here to welcome you all to New Orleans. Also, to welcome you all to New Orleans Police Department, Parole Department, and Probation. I come to you today to talk about the risk and positive and negative things that we all will encounter when entering New Orleans city streets. My general purpose is to inform and educate you all about how young people think and why there is so much crime in the city of New Orleans, according to various genders, skin types, colors. They all have almost the same ways of thinking and understanding things. Based on my research, the city and other things that I have seen firsthand, I understand why there is so much going on. Our city is known for gumbo and Mardi Gras and Bayou Classic and all those other things that bring money into the city. But most of the youth they feel like that the city don't worry about what they need and worry about the jobs and other things like that. The city is only worrying about the money that can be brought into the city. I spoke with a young man, and he was working all of his life. He got laid off. He was getting unemployment, but then unemployment stopped and he had no way to feed his kids. He then robbed a young lady. That was his first time in jail. He was incarcerated for a while, and when he got out of jail, I spoke with him and I asked him why. He said, because I had no other way to feed my kids, and it seemed like no one cared but me. So I further talked to him, and he said that when I'm in trouble, they don't help. When I'm not in trouble, they still don't help. So what do we supposed to do? What do we do? What are the other options? We can't go knock on other people's door and say, can I cut your grass and could I do this for you, clean your house? Because, it's so much going on that a lot of people are not trusting anymore. It's not like 10 years ago where this person could tell this person, go to this person's house, go to my neighbor's house, and she will give you this for me, and you can do this. It's not like that anymore. I also was talking to a guy, and he said something about the police are dirty and the police are snakes. How many of us have been called a snake? Yeah, I know many of us have been called a snake. Yes, if you haven't been called a snake, you've been called various other names, because a lot of the youth don't like the police because the police are not the same. According to my research, I was reading up on a guy named Herman Goldstein. He was making all kind of recommendations about discretion, and it should be narrated to a point where officers should, in the same agency, should be operating at the same wavelength, meaning they shouldn't say, oh, this person is smoking pot, but as long as you smoke a little bit, it's okay. And this officer comes and said, no, you don't supposed to be smoking that. Don't smoke it at all. I mean, we're supposed to come together and be able to acknowledge the problems that we're having within our communities without saying, let's do this and let's do this. Or you can't get this and you can't get this because of your skin color or because of where you live. I also read up on a guy named Randy Wayne White. All of these are coming out of Incardi Criminal Justice 2010 and as the textbooks. And he was saying that law enforcement people are the standard and the victims of the unappreciative imperative. Day in and day out, we deal with misfits, liars, drunks, alcoholics, drug addicts, different kids and adults, and it's so much that we have to deal with. And he was saying, as I researched him, the only reward is low pay. And I mean, he's actually kind of right. Many of us think he's actually kind of right, but I feel like that if we come together and we listen to our youth and we find out what's going on, we find out the root, and we find out what we can do to change everything what they feel, we could make this city a better place. By you all being new probation officers, new parolees, new officers into the city of New Orleans, and also new to whatever you're doing, I want you to look at the kids and talk to them and encourage them to be good, and encourage them to keep looking for jobs and keep doing what's best, because it's, you know, it's best for our community. And as we raise them, they'll raise their kids the same way. And always put God in it. Let them know that God loves them no matter what. God would always be there for them. Let them know that. I thank you for listening to me. I will be back shortly. My name is Patrice Martin, for all you who didn't hear, and I appreciate you listening to me, and I would love to talk to you again. Thank you. Have a blessed day.